Good evening, hello, and welcome to the Trance Channel transmission. So, hi Lizzie, I can see that a few people are on here, so welcome. I'll be here for the next 45 minutes, 50 minutes, and we'll bring through some information from Spirit. We'll have a bit of a chat first and see how you're all going, and see what unfolds. So, hi Dan. Haven't seen Dan for ages. How are you? At one point when I was running classes in my home, with my name being Danielle, I haven't introduced myself. My name is Danielle Micken, the Divine Channeler. I had two other Danielles that used to join the class, so that was quite interesting, three Danielles. Hi, Samantha. Nice to see you here. Hi, Lizzie. Yes, my name is Danielle Micken, the Divine Channeler, and you know what? I really love my work. I have been blessed this week to have a couple of soul guidance sessions, and they're always a very fascinating space because they just unfold organically. And it's interesting. I sit there and I'm kind of like, oh, we haven't got all the pieces yet. So sometimes, you know, what you want to get done in half an hour takes 40 minutes, which is fine because I always allow a bit of time between my appointments because things have to organically go where they need to organically go. And some things take a little bit longer to kind of unearth. But once all those pieces come together, then we've generally, if anyone who's had a soul guidance session with me knows that I need to stop thinking about it and just allow the channel to come through. So I actually go into the channel with not kind of, I have a clear outline of what we're doing, but they don't really tell me anything other than that. So we go straight into that and do all the work that's needed to be done. So so I've been blessed with a few of them lately, and it's an absolute gift to be able to see the difference pretty much in all my work, see the difference from someone entering into my space or entering online and then seeing the shifts that happen during the sessions or the meditations. So feeling very, very blessed at this time. Hi, Rob. I haven't seen you for ages. Nice to see that you're here. Therese, hello. As many of you know, I come onto this platform fairly completely unscripted, actually. I've tried to run scripts before and it just doesn't work because it is a space for me to channel. So the channel begins generally when I start to open my mouth. It gives them the opportunity to start shooting information out. Sometimes I might get a little bit of an outline. You know, I know when I was doing the things that go bump in the night, which all of those videos are actually on my Facebook page, where I was talking about the paranormal and my work with earthbound spirits and non-human entities. And that's an area that I quite enjoy. And there's pretty much, you know, there's so much more to see and experience in that realm as well. There's no way, definitely with attachments, I haven't seen it all there. And I would come on with a script because that was a space that I could come on with a script because I was speaking from my experience. But this is completely different. So over the years, I've definitely learnt to not allow my, I'm a very good organizer, which means I also like to have a fair amount of control being an organizer. So I just need to let all of that move out of the way and just allow whatever needs to come through to come through. So just very quickly before we begin, hi Karen. I have got classes on through December. The last Trance Channel meditation and spiritual awareness class will be Tuesday the 21st of December. And then I will be heading off on my sabbatical that I do every year. Looks like at this stage I can head home, and I generally take a month off. So that's just an opportunity for me to completely unwind, unplug, and revitalize myself, ready for the following year, which hopefully will be full of events because I run the Living Wellness and Psychic Expo. So I'm hoping that we can get a few events under our belt. depending on what the world is going to continue to do. There's also very limited soul guidance sessions, one-on-one sessions available. So if you are interested in them, I would book earlier rather than later, because otherwise you won't grab me until late January. Okay, so welcome. Thank you for joining me. I can't do this without you. I just not even briefly, the thing that come up for me, which in the last couple of days, we've obviously had this announcement across the world that there is a new, I'm just wondering whether I say the name or not. There is a new aspect to the current, it's just too hard to speak like that. There's a new variant. Let's just put it out there. Apparently there's a new variant. For me, I didn't really dive. I'm not feeling it. Okay, that's just me. I'm not feeling it. It doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It doesn't mean that, they're going to explore it and all the rest of it. But for me, it didn't drive me into fear. I've had nearly 2 years to very quickly at the start of this experience on the earth plane, about 18 months, 2 years ago, naturally there was fear. And then through my conversations with spirit and then what I was feeling about everything, what I was psychically picking up, talking with friends, talking with other like-minded people, I very quickly moved away from that. So what I'd like to just check in with you guys is see where you are on the fear scale, okay? Because, oh God, here we go down the rabbit hole again. Just wanted to talk about fear. It's a maneuver. That's why I see it. I see it as a maneuver. It's a maneuver. It's a last ditch. These are the last cards up our sleeve kind of operation that's going on with this new variant. Okay, that's what I feel. You're entitled to feel, to trust, to know whatever you want to. It's up to you to use your discernment. For me, I don't feel very engaged in any of it at the moment. I do feel like this is what we're going to experience. Yeah, okay, it panicked me, made me cranky hearing the news. Yeah, okay. Fair enough, Samantha. And that's valid. Everything you're feeling and thinking and experiencing is valid. I'm not saying any of this to discredit anything that you've got going on. I think I've just had a lot of time, and like I've said before, I really am very, very insular. I don't go out very often. Well, I'm not allowed out, but not fully. But I don't engage a lot in the outside world. So I feel very protected in my home. I feel very protected in my own energy, the energy of my home, spirit, all that kind of stuff. So, okay, Dan says I'm meh. It's getting a little like that, isn't it? In the sense that it's just like, oh, when is this going to be over? Rob says, at times, but then I ground and raise my vibration. Perfect. Because that's what I really want to talk about. Honor your emotions. They're there for a reason, okay? The thing is, when there is a collective energy of fear that's going around, it can be a little bit more difficult because we're all plugged into the one unit. It can be a little bit more difficult for you to find your own center and find your own balance. And I think that's why I am so incredibly insular. I also did experience a conversation with a lady that was plowing forward, like such a drive. But it was really at a cost of her entire well-being. She was incredibly distressed and almost victimized, and it was quite sad to witness that she felt like that. And it's really hard from my perspective to be able to lighten someone up when that's the thing. There's so many of us that can see what's going on. You can see the narrative, you can see the media, you can see the government, you can see it all for what it is, okay? And this lady was rising up against that and speaking up and trying to gather masses, but it was having such a detrimental effect to her because she was coming from a space of fear. And it's really hard for me to impart any kind of, I can impart the way I always impart, which is really with empathy and an open heart. But when someone is so immobilized by that fear, whether it be fear because of the cause, running a cause against it all, or just the fears sitting in your lounge chair watching the news day in, day out. I think they're both, one's aware and one's following the narrative. But they're both immobilized by the fear, and it's really difficult to impart anything. All you can do is just drop some seeds and offer some suggestions. And it was really about her filling her cup up because she was depleted, like almost wanting to check out. It was just all too hard regarding what she was experiencing, and it was quite intense. So what are we going to do with that fear when we feel it? I suggest that you feel it and feel maybe where you think it's coming from. Is it a fear for your family or your children or your loved ones, your parents, your livelihood? You're allowed to fear. But beyond that, really, is moving back into a state of love. And you can do that in so many different ways to find some peace and some quiet in your life, to be able to offer yourself the opportunity to move back into a state of love. So we've all got people that we love, whether we've got an intimate partner or not, it doesn't matter. I don't have a partner, but it doesn't mean that I don't feel love and can't recognize love and can't sit in the presence of love. So it could be the love you have for your children, which would be a good, if they're being well behaved, a good space for you to tap into. If you need something to tap into, it could be as simple as, watching a baby laugh. God, that definitely lightens up the mood. They all laugh exactly the same way. I love it when I hear a little bubba laugh. So it brings back fond memories. Nature is fantastic. Mother Earth is culling, no, that's not the right word. She's cultivating really a new frequency. She's already there. We're just playing catch up. And with that, she creates a lot of shifts in order to shift the density of the energies that basically we've put upon her. You can do simple meditations to just bring more light in with the breath into your heart space. And then if you want, share that out to humanity and to the earth, because every little bit helps. So Samantha says, like what Rob said, raising our vibrations. Exactly. A bath, essential oils, even chatting with a friend that that they have got you back and that they'll just listen to you, because quite often just Expressing it means that there's an avenue for it to be released out of your body, because our body houses and stores so much. And if you get, quite often we get, and I've been guilty of this, and sometimes I wonder whether I still am, we get so accustomed to storing our emotions, and we just kind of pop them over to the side and down and keep shoving and shoving and shoving and shoving. And that's quite challenging as well, because you don't want to lift the lid then, because you know how much is sitting underneath. Watch something uplifting. If there's a movie that you really like that you know is uplifting, or on the other side of things, watch something that's a bit of a sad movie so that you can have a cry and have a release. That's just as important as well. So, there's many ways, but the main thing is to always come back into the heart. The heart doesn't know the fear, or the love doesn't know the fear, more so. And even if you have to bring yourself back into that center multiple times during the day, then take, the 2 minutes that it takes to redirect yourself, because it's really important. This breakthrough just before Christmas has come really to set the scene for the next narrative. That's why it's there. I'm not saying that it doesn't exist. I'm just saying that there's a deeper agenda going on. So, yes. So are we all lifting our vibration? Are we all... the other thing you can do is really remove yourself from environments that are incredibly negative. So just, you can politely just remove yourself. I've got to go. You don't have to stay somewhere, obviously, unless it's work, but you just, look, I'm busy. I've got a lot to do, and just remove yourself. So create some boundaries. Okay. Let's see what Spirit has to say. As you guys know, I don't know what Spirit is going to say. Dan says, because that is exhausting, which I presume you mean being around people that are, draining. Yeah, and that's what they do, and quite often they don't even know consciously that they're doing it. They just know that they feel better after they've been around you, because they have offloaded all of their negativity, and you, being empathic and sensitive and loving and open, has absorbed all their stuff. So the violet light is really good to transmute denser energies, whether it's something that's in yourself, whether it's something that you've acquired. Really good. You could just basically every day when you come, every day when you come home from work, or even in the car, when you get in the car, just visualize that the whole car is full of violet light. And then as you get in the car, don't drive yet, just take 2 minutes, close the door, allow the violet light to just absorb all the negativity. Maybe then wind a window down, symbolizing that it's all gone, let some fresh air in, and then go about your merry way. Make sure you're nice and grounded, though, before you go driving. But equally, you could do it, when you get home, or in the shower, or on the lounge, anywhere. You can do it when you have your break at lunchtime. They're very simple, easy, and they don't have to be long-winded. None of this work has to be long-winded. I feel like I'm being a bit long-winded. But none of it has to be long-winded. That's the thing. There's almost this sense from people that it has to be a big process. And quite often when I do work, like, when I'm doing a house clearing or something like that, once I've located the energy or, made that connection, I've figured out where there's a portal or what it's connected to, or if there's anything else, it can be cleared really quickly. It's that simple. Same as anything that's going on in your energy field, it really can be cleared that quickly. Okay, so it just comes with the intent, with the love, with your team in spirit, and it can be as simple as, even visualizing that the light is scanning your body and just picking up anything that doesn't belong there, and it just flushes it out. Bang, just scan a couple of times and it's done. So ask for it. Okay, so let's move into the channel. We'll see what they have to say and what comes up. I've got no idea. No idea who's coming through. So what happens is I reach up, they reach down. There's a blending, a merging of energies. They utilize my consciousness. They utilize my body. So the energy will be coming out of my body. There is no limit between me here and you there. The energy is the same. It will come to you. It will be there present with you because you are connected. We are connected, okay, through this platform. And there will be a change in my voice as well. So depending on who comes through will depend what my voice sounds like. So yeah, sometimes they don't even even introduce themselves. I think it's like the door comes open and they just come on through. Archangel Michael is my guardian. He is my doorman, my gatekeeper, and anything that comes or wants to come through and use my vessel must come through him first. So I have complete trust that there is nothing dense, false, illusionary, that would come through, and it hasn't been that way for ages because I'm just more accustomed to this to this work. So okay, all right, so just prepare yourself like you would be for meditation. Make sure your body is completely uncrossed, your legs are uncrossed, that you've got an open body language going on. You might, I quite often will put my hands in a mudra, which I don't even know them, but I do that. You might find that you just need to be really upright or you need to lay down. That's all fine too. Some of you might find that you need a little bit of movement. So I know when I channel, I will start rocking. That may not be any different to you either. But just prepare yourself like a meditation. It is a transmission of energy. It is a transmission of healing. And just be open, breathe, listen. That's it. Okay. Hi, Jack. Okay. So just give me a minute and I will connect. I'm just currently experiencing a couple of things in my body and they're just giving me some information about that, about the fact that we are currently experiencing a lot of fluctuations in the physical form, that there are many densities that are being released, and these are densities that are sitting well within the eons of existences that you have had, not only on this planet, but all dimensions and all existences. across entire multiverses, basically. With that, the physical body may feel, and they're referring to me because I've been incredibly sluggish for about, this is the 6th week now. They're saying that there will be a breakthrough period come December, and it appears to me that they're showing me mid-December that there is a greater influx of heightened energy that is being poured upon the planet. Okay, they could be referring to the 1212 gateway, but I feel like this might be something else. Oh, we've got the solstice too. Okay. It's big. It's big, guys. This is big. What we're currently experiencing is very large for humanity. The shifts are coming, they're saying. The shifts are definitely coming. What seems to be in your world is one barrage of darkness after another. We can assure you that the light is here and it is well, it is in form, that there are many of you that are beholding the light, that are anchoring the light, and you only have to go into your heart to witness the light, into your kindness, into your empathy, into your willingness to help, in your willingness to save, the spider in your home, or the worm on the pavement, that it is your connection to others, your connection to even the plants, your connection to the fact that you are concerned about trees that are being chopped down or parklands that are being ripped up for new developments. So that is where you find the light. That is where the love is. It is not beyond you. It has always been within you. So what does this love show you? It shows you more of your true self. And we understand that you can go through a multitude of different emotions based off all the experiences that you have had up until this point. And that is okay. But humanity as a whole is clearing the wounded warrior, clearing the wounds from the past, from all the pasts, from all the existences. So you may ask, how do I even begin this process? Well, there is a lot that is unfolding during your dream state. There is a lot that your soul is already doing when your body is resting. That you have been preparing, that you have prepared long before you entered this existence, this incarnation in this body that you are contained within. That you chose this. You put your hand up for one of the most monumental shifts that humanity has ever experienced. That you decided that you would like to be a part of it. And all the people that have varying ideologies, varying perspectives, they all agreed upon it as well. And know, dear one, that you sitting in your truth makes a difference, that you beholding the light makes a difference, that you beholding love in your heart makes a difference. So with a small moment of your day and some intention and the love, you can make a monumental difference. And when you connect your heart to the love of Mother Earth and to the love of your team in spirit and to all the others upon your earth plane that share the same view, you can see that we are not but a few. We are many. That we are lighting up the world and that we are helping to carry humanity forward, regardless of how many do not see the same view. For the frequency is here to prepare them. Your job is to focus on you. So we ask that you take a breath, a nice big deep breath, and call in your team in spirit. Call all of them in, all of your guides and guardians, angels, archangels, the galactics, all of them, elementals, all of them, the ones that are known to you and the ones that you are yet to become known of on a conscious level. But you know them all intimately on a subconscious level. And as they gather, they are going to begin to transmit unconditional love. And you may see this or feel this. You may just know this. And we ask that you allow it into your energy field. Into the breath. Into the body. Into the brain. Releasing all the worry, all the stress, all the fear. To know that you are safe, that you are a beloved one. And then coming in from above, spiraling around your body, swirling, is a beautiful violet light. And it goes all the way below your feet as well. And the violet light expands, moving into the aura, into the chakras, seeking any densities, any cords or threads to other people, situations, whether they are coming from you or coming to you. The violet light will just gently dissolve them, releasing you, allowing you to feel your own authentic energy with no influence from another. And as you release those cords and threats, call back your light and your power that you may have given away or that may have been taken from you. And it will move in through the love, in through the violet light, to be cleansed and returned back to you. As you feel more of yourself. And then the violet light, with your permission, will enter any area of your body that is storing fear, whether it be known to you or unknown to you. And it gently flushes it out of your systems, out of your organs, your tissues, your brain, wherever it may be residing. Gently dissolving it, transmuting it. And then the light goes rushing into those spaces where you can hold more light, more love. Feel yourself becoming more expansive. You are shining brighter. And if you wish, you can share this light. You can offer this light. You can ask your loved ones, asking their higher self if they would like to enter into the space to receive. But we must always fill ourselves up first. And collectively, we would like that your entire team are transmitting along with you, along with everyone else that is hearing this channel. And we are uniting. See that my light is touching your light, and that your light is touching the next person's light. And then see the world from a higher perspective, that you can see little points of light scattered upon Gaia, including her sacred sites and areas of significance. And that there is much more light on the planet than what you had thought. And with the love in your heart, see that we are connected to the sacred sites, which are connected into the ley lines or the song lines, which are connected into the crystalline grids, which are connected into the heart of Mother Earth, the heart of Gaia. And then see that the light is connected to all the others that are aware, that are doing the work, that have love in their hearts, and that we all connect, that our light touches their light, and the light spreads far and wide like a blanket of light, blanket of hope, blanket of peace and joy and prosperity, a blanket of love for all. And just sit with that for a moment. See all the sentient beings, all the people, all the animals, land, air, and sea. All of the plants. See each and every one of them receiving. For when the love is given to humanity, it is given to all, regardless. For there is no judgment. And you may have noticed areas upon Gaia that are denser than others. All these energies will be shifted, all will be transmuted. There are exciting times to come. You are here at such a pivotal moment for humanity. And while much of it looks bleak, there is so much light already present within you, within others, so much light upon Gaia, so much light that is Gaia, that you are surrounded by spirit, that we are working together, that you have not failed, that the light is here, that we have won, that the new way has already begun. So hold the love in your heart. Fill your heart up. Then allow yourself to shine. Allow yourself to be a beacon. And just bringing your perspective down from gazing upon the earth back down into where you are seated. Maybe the space feels a little different now that you have expressed and anchored so much love, so much light, that you are capable of great change, that you hold within you great power that is unrecognized. You will be quite surprised in the years to come how much of humanity embraces this power, embraces ultimately the old ways which will be new to you. That there are languages, that there are healings, there is technology, there is so much yet to come. So stay in love, stay in joy, stay in peace, stay in prosperity. Ask for assistance. Seek areas that support you. And trust. Trust in your abilities, but also trust in us. We are here and we are supporting you. We love you, children of the earth. We love you so very deeply. And as you sit in your home, just draw your energy back in very gently and very slowly. As your team in spirit just gently step aside. As you call yourself back, calling all aspects of yourself back into your being. Just feeling your feet, your hands, feeling the breath moving in and out of the body. Just creating some gentle movement. Taking a couple of deep breaths. Having a stretch. And when you are ready, opening your eyes. Went a bit longer that time. So if anyone wants to let me know what you felt, what you saw, what you experienced. For me, I could see as they were expressing, I see it all as it's happening, even when, the light's coming in, that violet light coming in, and I could see it swirling around in a spiral, entering into the body, doing what it needed to do. So as they're using my voice, I'm seeing it at the same time. Kind of like watching a movie, I suppose. But I could definitely see, the planet and how much light is already on the planet and how many people are aware of their light. Or, sometimes you just come across people. My grandmother was one of them, and she was just loved by everyone because she was just such a lovely, lovely person. And she had a completely different perspective. She had a religious upbringing, quite devout, but her faith was really one of love. And you just, So it's not saying that you have to be on an awakened path. It's just saying that, you know, people like that are just, they're just full of love. You know, don't underestimate those people. They don't have to have any idea of this kind of spirituality because they're already embodying the presence of love anyway. So, okay, Samantha. I saw my angels and guardians filling my room. I could hear mumbling like they were excited. They do get excited. I had invited them all. They were all beings of light. Beautiful. Lovely. Yeah, so that's your job. You know, that's part of our purpose of us being here is to rise up with Gaia and rise up with all the shifts. They did give you a bit of information about that, new technologies and healing, which I already knew all that was coming on. Yeah, we're being given back a lot of, you know, because we didn't do a really good job in Atlantis. Got all the way down to the 3D and then it blew up. So we did that. So, you know, we're getting a lot of those gifts back. And what I come across sometimes is the mechanisms that were put in place by the Atlanteans in a negative format to control and harness energy and psychic energy. So, yeah. Karen says, it reminded me that when I feel the fear taking over, that I need to remind myself that I am divinely guided and that you are a divine being of light, Karen, you know, that it's not outside of you. I think that's kind of what come through, is that none of this is outside of you. It's all within you. And that's what they said, something about, you know, that you, I can't remember the exact wording, but something about, you know, you don't even recognize your own power yet, which we don't. And I know at times I've had little snippets, like tiny little snippets, and I freak out because it's almost like, do we want to shine that bright again? Do we, you know, because there's so much persecution that's sitting in our lifetimes. So, yeah. But we have all of that. We have all of that beautiful light. That is us by our birthright. Excellent, Rob. You feel lifted. That's beautiful. That's what we want to hear. You know, you can repeat this channel if you really want to. It'll be up on YouTube. So if you just take note of the date, it'll be up on YouTube so that you can just fast forward 25 minutes, go straight into the channel. And repeat it on my YouTube channel, which is the same as this, Danielle Micken, the Divine Channeler. There is trance channeled meditations as well. So I hope to get a few more of them up before Christmas. And then that way, hopefully there's enough of a catalogue that you can listen to those while I'm having my time away. Okay. Hi, Jack. Hi, Zoe. So, yeah, just bring yourself back. That's really what it's about, just bringing yourself back. It's okay if you end off over there and there and there and there and there. It's just about bringing yourself back. It's always that. So you can't be expected to, no one expects you to be in that frequency the whole time. We're dealing with a lot of densities, a lot of fluctuating energies, but ultimately that's what it is about, moving towards being able to maintain your own center, your own truth, your own alignment, and not be knocked over, you know. So, but yeah, don't be dismayed if you do. So just pick yourself up again and go again, okay? So, oh, wonderful, Dan. Excellent. Thank you. Made me feel validated and on the right path. Beautiful. So if you want to join a class, we do kind of similar, same, but different work. We do deep soul work. We do a lot of clearing work, a lot of clearing in the DNA, a lot of trauma release. Who knows? We do everything. So, and that's something that's guided by spirit. And if you're, feeling the urge to join a class, you don't need any experience. It's just time. That's just how it works. So classes run Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6 till 7:30. Like I said earlier, last class will be Tuesday the 21st of December, and then I'll be away on a break for nearly a month. If you want a soul guidance session, which is one-on-one, I have limited spaces as I'm going away. So I think the last class, Tuesday the 21st, will probably be around the 18th or the 20th, depends. So there's only a limited amount of them. Otherwise, that's about it, I think. If you do have anything that goes bump in the night, if you've got any earthbound spirits or non-human entities on your land or in your home, that is something that I can do via this kind of platform. We just set up a Zoom session, and it's kind of like a bit of a running commentary for you. I'll be accessing your home or property energetically and use you really to validate kind of what I'm seeing, so that you can tell that I'm getting what's going on, and then go about clearing it. So you get to kind of witness that, but you also get to be a part of it as well, because I'll run you through anchoring the light and calling everyone in, and you get to sit in that light and anchor that as well. So you become an integral part in feeling that protection in your home and then maintaining it afterwards. So yeah. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it, and I will be here over the next couple of Mondays before I go on break. So be kind to yourselves, and I will see you all soon. Thank you. Bye.